Namaskar, this is my 53rd lecture, and this is a response to what one asked about what I think about the stepping on the flag of India by Bangladeshi students. This is, of course, a disrespectful act, but I'm not going to go into any of those. I'm going to go into more psychoanalytical things. So what bothers me is it's one thing for adults to do it, although it's disrespectful, but I'm assuming an adult has some rationality, some choice. Their hatred goes so far that they will step on a flag of a nation, their hatred towards a nation, etc. Then we can talk about it later. But what bothered me is they're teaching their children hate. And that for me is very, very amazing. It's amazing. For example, take this example. Suppose there are two neighbors, one a poorer, one smaller, one with lesser wealth. Let's call him S. And the wealthier neighbor is Y. So for whatever reasons, although S gets some favor from Y, but Y tries to dominate S's life and so forth, and S hates Y, but also gets some advantage from Y. So one day he couldn't contain his hatred. He started pelting stones. And he broke not only his window, but smashed into his car. I would say if S is a parent, let's call the child little s, who is a fifth grader. Will a parent who really cares for the child teach little s, that whenever you have anger and hatred towards someone, you'll go and break his things or hurt him? Or will he sit down, if he's a good parent, sit down and talk to him, see, I have this anger against this one for these reasons. Maybe as a child, the child cannot understand everything, but the child can understand some things, even when he's 10, 11 years old. I'm sorry, but I have anger towards Y, but also because he has behaved oppressively towards me. He has been rude to me. At times, not overtly, but he kind of ignores me. And so that's my take on why. If you want to go and play in his garden with his children, you can, but I'll be hurt. So these are the reasons. And they'll have a discussion on that. And then later when S little grows up, he will have to make his decision about his relationship to Y, the neighbor. But directing S little by S in acts of hatred will actually bring up a child who is very unhappy, will go through bouts of depression, will have anger and hatred, and he's going to repeat the cycle, and maybe someday he will attack his own father, his own parents, because that's the behavior that's been taught. And that's what's bothered me about these Bangladeshi students being directed to step on the flag of India's national flag. And this is more about parenting, not about the actual mental state of those people who harbor so much hatred that they did this. Because I'm not in touch with them, I do not know them, and I cannot make a comment on them. But what I can make a comment on is what I understand how healthy parenting versus unhealthy parenting is. And teaching a child hatred, for me, is very unhealthy parenting, because it's going to make the child angry, sad, depressed, and he's going to really start recycling the whole thing and going to show his hatred eventually towards his parents and those around him. Mainly, he will have a sad life. This is my take on that. And because some people ask me what I think of this, this is what I think. That's all for today. It was a short lecture, but please go through my detailed analysis of the course on genocide And please register. It's going to start on January 4th. There is a small fees for it. Everything is going to be paid, and hope to see you then. For today, that is all. Namaskar.